A man wins the greatest war in history, but his journey home becomes even more legendary. This is the incredible journey of Odysseus, and somehow it gets worse at every stop. Fresh from the victory at Troy, Odysseus sets sail for home. But after attacking the city of the Ciconies, he and his men celebrate too soon. Enemy warriors return, many of his crew are slaughtered, and the long journey has barely even begun. Their next stop seems peaceful until they taste the lotus flower. One bite is enough to erase their memories and make them forget they ever wanted to go home. Odysseus has to physically drag his own men back onto the ship before the island traps them forever. Then they stumble into a cave that belongs to a giant, one-eyed Cyclops named Polyphemus. The monster seals the entrance with a massive boulder and begins eating Odysseus's men alive. Using nothing but his wits, Odysseus blinds the giant and escapes hidden beneath sheep. But just when it looks like they've won, Odysseus makes one fatal mistake. He shouts his real name. Polyphemus calls on his father, Poseidon, and from that moment on, the god of the sea turns every wave against him. Just when home is finally within reach, the wind god Aeolus gives Odysseus a bag, holding every dangerous wind in the world. He warns him never to open it. His crew thinks it's treasure, opens it anyway, and the escaping winds blow them all the way back across the sea. As if that wasn't enough, they sail straight into the land of the Laestrygonians, towering cannibals who smash nearly every ship with giant boulders. Only Odysseus escapes. Looking for safety, they land on the island of the witch Circe. Instead, she transforms his men into pigs. With help from the god Hermes, Odysseus breaks her spell, but Circe gives him terrifying news. If he wants to get home, he must first travel to the land of the dead. There, the prophet Tiresias warns him about the dangers still ahead. Soon they pass the deadly Sirens, whose beautiful song drives sailors to their deaths. Odysseus ties himself to the ship's mast so he can hear the song without jumping into the sea. But the worst is still waiting. To continue, he must sail between Scylla, a six-headed sea monster, and Charybdis, a whirlpool powerful enough to swallow an entire ship. There is no safe route. 6 of his men are snatched away before his eyes. Then, despite every warning, his starving crew slaughters the sacred cattle of the sun, god Helios. The punishment is immediate. Zeus hurls a thunderbolt into the ship, destroying it completely. Every single man dies, except Odysseus. He drifts alone until he reaches the island of Calypso, who keeps him trapped for 7 years, promising him eternal life if he'll stay with her. But Odysseus refuses. He doesn't want immortality. He just wants to go home. After 20 years away, the gods finally allow him to return to Ithaca. Disguised as a beggar, he secretly enters his own palace, where greedy suitors have taken over his kingdom. Then, in one unforgettable moment, Odysseus reveals his true identity, strings his legendary bow, and reclaims everything he fought 20 years to get back. The Odyssey isn't just a story about monsters, it's about never giving up, even when everything is blocking your way.